Hello, Radiant Soulite. It's wonderful to connect with you on this part of your soul path. If you're drawn to this reading, you have been going through a lot of change, major change, maybe even some grief, letting go of something or some particular direction or focus in your life because you are sensing a soul call of something new coming in, a new vision, a version of you and your life. I work a lot with those that are bridgers and builders, those that are back to co-create the new paradigm. So the readings are really geared towards your soul expression, soul experience, activating your soul's purpose and your connection to your soul. Soul guidance. However, I'm not really leading your soul. Your soul knows where to go. It's more of an alignment and attunement from the lower self to the higher self. So I'm helping with that alignment and releasing energy signals that you're picking up, and I'm picking up your signals as well as to what needs to come through in the readings. I also work with infinite spirit, God consciousness, source energies, as well as the oversouls and the guides, as I affectionately call the spiritual hierarchy. And they are here as oversouls and guides for the new emerging consciousness. I'm called the New Earth. This reading that came through is very much about that. What is coming up for you? A new wisdom, insight, understanding, and learning. The readings to some degree are predictive, but they're more about soul activation, alignment, and attunement. And on that note, you can do the alignment attunement meditation that I have here. That's right before the individual pick cards if you choose to connect in to the reading a bit more on a soul vibration, or maybe you're coming to this already aligned, attuned, and you're coming here simply for your confirmation or some new insight. All right, let's look at the soul stories. This is soul story number 1, and you have the Shiva Lingam. Soul story number 2, you have the Malachite, and soul story number 3, you have the Labradorite. Now, I would take a moment. I will project the cards up so you can get a closer vibe, but always trust your intuition, what you are drawn to. You can see this is going to be a very powerful reading. It has a lot to do with what you're channeling or what you're drawing in and what you're intending. So we're connecting in a lot through the 6th and 7th chakra and above. So again, soul story number 1, soul story number 2, and soul story number 3. Take this moment just to connect in. Connecting into the cards or crystals, the stone people that you most resonate with for the highest vibration of your soul expression and experience on this earth plane. May you come with an open heart, an open mind, connecting to your own inner guidance through your higher self, your own intuition and direct contact point to source energies. May you open and receive all that is meant for you, for the highest good, for the most direction, guidance at this time on your path. May you feel the calm, confidence, and comfort of your very own higher self, guiding and directing you. Radiant light, take this time for yourself to attune to the frequency of your soul and through your higher self, the expanded dimensional aspect of your being. Connect into your soul. In your own pace, pattern, rhythm, and flow, take a deeper breath in. Pause at the top of the breath, and as you breathe out, feel yourself anchoring and centering inside. In your own pace, pattern, rhythm, and flow, take a deeper breath in. Pause at the top of the breath, and as you breathe out, feel the anchoring, healing light of spirit within. Each in-breath you are tuning into the soul's signature frequency, and each out-breath you are aligning through the dimensional aspect of your higher self to your soul. You are now more easily and effortlessly connecting into the dimensional frequency of your soul, releasing, relaxing into the higher self. You now begin to feel more calm, comfortable, and guided inside. Now when you're ready, take a deeper breath in your own pace, pattern, and flow. Pause as you go deeper inside, and in your own pace, pattern, rhythm, and flow, breathe all the way out, feeling the healing light energies of spirit within you, nurturing your soul, connecting you body, mind, spirit. Now release the breath. Let your breath go to its own natural rhythm, and feel your own rhythm, your own internal timing, knowing that you are guided through your soul. As you align more to your own internal timing, rhythm, and flow, you are guided to the most life-enhancing soul experience and soul expression. Feel the energy of the higher dimensional aspect of you. Feel yourself guided, directed. As you make your choices, feel guided and directed, peaceful and calm inside. Hello, Radiant Soul. So I'm standing up for your reading. I'm getting this energy of movement and moving forward, and perhaps that you've been through a lot. You're standing your ground. There's a firmer foundation or a deeper understanding that's coming in for you at this time on your path. All right, so this is soul story number 1, this collective. Let's see, you've got the Shiva Lingam. So there's a connection. It's a lot of strength coming through this group, and I feel like the Shiva Lingam is a blending of the masculine and the feminine. It has a lot to do with creativity, opening up to the sacred womb or cosmic womb of life. So there is something that you are birthing, perhaps even a new direction. And this is coming from some deep inner work, and also atonement at one mint, coming at one mint. Toning. It's so interesting because I wanted to do tone with my bowl with you. So for you, sound healing, working with sound, frequency, even singing. But I feel like you're needing to receive, or you are receiving, new input energetically through some type of tone, sound, or sound healing. So there's a lot happening with you on a vibrational level, a deeper level, you want to call the subconscious or the etheric plane, kind of a deeper healing, so that you can create something, birth something, put something new out in the world. Now, for some of you, this is a new vision of you, a new version of you, a new version of your life, and a new understanding. What I'm getting from soul story number 1 is this is creating change that is so profound, so deep, that as you come out the other side of this, you are not only made anew, but you are anew. You are new. You're made new. There's something very new about how you look, how you move, how you speak, your interests. This is really about a reinvention, a reinvigoration. There's something that is a peeling off the layers that has been happening for you. And this peeling off these layers, these veils of uncertainty or doubt or unknowing, you're getting this clear understanding and perception of your life and your soul path, what you've meant, really what you've come here to do. And so a lot of what you've done before, though it's been great and it's been amazing, there is some kind of change where you're like, wow, this is really it. I'm finding my vibe, my flow. I'm finding my people, my peeps, my soul tribe, my soul community. I'm finding my gift. I'm finding my voice. I'm finding whatever it is. I finally found what it is. I finally found where it is. I finally found, it could be where you live, what you do, how you work, something day to day. It's like you're going more in the body to birth this new aspect of you that's coming through, and that's creating a whole new vision and version of you. That this is really, the shift for you that's coming up is very life changing, and it's been happening little by little, bit by bit. Now, let's see what the card is. I don't even know what the card is. Ooh, Ishtar's Lion's Gate, 888. And of course is a 24/6, and you've got the 44/8 there. So it's interesting. You've got the wolf here and the lion. So there is a lot of, look at, and I say, see, there's a new vision coming in, right? On the, there we go. From the crown. It's coming in from the higher dimension. So what's coming forth for you is not necessarily ego concerns, or I think I'm going to do this. I don't think, it's not a think, it's a feel, it's a soul call. It's I have the courage to do this now. I'm brave enough. I want to do this. I'm aligned enough. I'm attuned enough. I'm old enough. I feel young again. I feel young. I'm old, you know, something. There's all these feelings, and so it's coming from a place. It's coming from the heart space. The heart is opening more to life. You're making some brave decisions about teaching, about sharing, and about using your wisdom in a particular way. Now, this Lion's Gate could have been pretty powerful for you. I know that's kind of up in the air, that it only occurred once or twice, but anyway, it's some kind of anniversary that people are definitely tapping into, and a frequency of that. So that could be something. But this is a new vision. This is, you're very focused. There's a lot of intention. There's a lot of connection to your will center, aligning the lower will with the higher will. Thy will be done. So this is clearly birthing something. Now, this could also bring in, if you're not partnered, or this could bring in some kind of creative, collaborative partnership or marriage partnership, some kind of potential with a particular connection is what I'm hearing for you. Okay, now I'm getting to do something totally different. We're just going to look at the astro dice. Why is that? Okay, I'm listening. Taking my rightful place. I knew it. No wonder. 5th house. Lion, Leo. Oh, see, Saturn. Oh, okay. Saturn in Pisces in the 5th house. Wow. Okay, you've been held back either by your vision, your version of you. Some of you are giving something up. Now, I'm doing this reading in a very powerful time. The next 6 to 8 weeks is a lot about grief. Actually, the rest of this year. Now, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're drawn to it. However, as I'm doing this, if you're watching it during the time that I'm connecting in, this might have some relevance for you where you have felt challenged or blocked to a bigger version or vision, or where do I go next? What do I do? You're being given something that is so connecting you to that 6th chakra and the 4th chakra, the heart chakra. When you add those two together, it's the 10th. So it's something that's going to affect humanity or the earth. You're going to reach people. You're meant to reach more people, or reach people on some level, or widening your reach. So that Saturn in Pisces in the 5th house says that you also, there's spiritual dharma here. There's some things that you've come here to do, and now you're actually going to be doing them or finishing them to move on to something else. So for some of you, this means that your soul journey and soul path somehow is changing the way you express and experience our purpose. So a lot of people don't understand our purpose doesn't change, but how we experience and express our purpose does change. It could be where it is, the types of people. It could be that maybe you're doing it now more through creativity, or working with children, Or this could also bring in a very highly spiritual relationship, I feel. And I feel this relationship, we're going to look at tarot, and then we'll get at some oracle cards. But the message I'm getting, this could bring in somebody with a lot of fire. Somebody that can match your fire, your determination, your will, your intention. So you're coming out of something. Yeah, see? I knew it. We're coming out of something. Yeah, look at that. And there has not been a lot of clarity, but you've kept going. Okay? So whatever this is, look at that. Wheel of Fortune. It's turning. The wheel is turning. So you're handling things well. You're handling whatever overwhelm, whatever seems too challenging or difficult right now in life. And I do feel with this group, there's a lot going on. Mentally, emotionally, physically. Maybe you're just completely exhausted or overwhelmed, or you need a break, you need a timeout. But however it is, you're handling the situation very well. Okay, then we've got the Lovers, intuition. So I do feel like there is a gift. You're going to be able to have that sustenance that you need. Whatever you're needing right now, Spirit is bringing you that gift. There is a gift that is coming for you. Yeah, See, this card wanted to come up, but I knew it was in the back. And I'm going to take this because I feel now. What I knew it. I knew there was wand energy. I thought it was King of Wands. So there is a very important relationship on the horizon for you. Some of you, it could be a very beginning relationship, or I definitely feel, yeah, see, I feel like you're on your own right now. That's why it's been so tough. Even if you have someone in your life, you're not feeling that there's enough of a partnering or a partnership, or you're having to make some changes on your own. Whatever it is, that this difficulty, it could even be grieving someone, or grieving a life, or grieving where you are now. You're having to somehow adjust, which is requiring a lot of strength. Now, if you could be in partnership, then things are going to get better. They're going to get back on an even keel. Some of you, this is opening up to partnership. Four of Wands. I'm not going to keep this, but I just wanted to say that wanted to come out. So you're going to be going from that kind of Nine of Swords anxiety, or anxiety over life, or where am I going to go? What am I going to do? How can I make this happen? I don't feel I have the support. To a shift. So basically, your guides, your higher self is just saying, keep on keeping on, keep going. Take those breaks when and where you can. It's, again, you're in this cycle of creating something or producing something. It's not readily seen yet in the outer world. A lot of this producing and I just heard publishing. You're going to be doing something with publishing, something that goes out, it's published, put out into the world. But this also creativity. So this could be about project, a new project coming in, or you finally have time for that project. But the producing that you're doing isn't in the old way. This isn't necessarily get up, go to work, or make this happen. You are doing that to some degree, but you're also asked to pull back, because a lot of what's happening, Pisces, is on the spirit realm. This is like 12th house energy. This is like your Mars could be there, your moon, or your transit, or this is just 12th house energy of a lot is happening subconsciously. A lot is happening on a deeper level. A lot is happening spiritually, etherically. Spirit is working its magic. Your higher self is guiding. So the only one that's kind of a little bit out in the cold is like the higher self. The higher self is saying, what the heck is going on? Where are we going? What's actually going to be happening? Where do we want to put this? So you are very much, and this is a lot about what this reading is, you are completing a major cycle with that World card there, right? Wheel of Fortune, rather. Wheel of 10, and then you have 10 there. So because your life is getting ready to really change, where a lot is happening all in a short span, there is this uncertainty. There's this doubt that's coming up because you don't yet see the way. You don't yet see the way clearly. You see the landscape, but what route am I taking? Or I started on this route. Am I staying on this route? What is there a new route? This is why for you it's a lion's gate. It's 888. It's requiring all this work, inner work, outer work, focus, time, energy, perseverance, resilience. It's requiring all of that to get you vibrationally into attunement. And a 44-8 says you have to reconsider some things along the way. You're going to have to reconsider on your path. That's why you are moving forward, even though it doesn't feel like it. Or it feels like you haven't moved forward as much. You know, you're checking the landscape out. More than anything, I feel with this group is that because these changes are happening so deeply, you don't yet fully see them. Now, you might be feeling some things have kind of gone by the wayside, or there's some level of loss. Again, I'm getting a lot to do with loss and confusion. I'm thinking that Zeppelin song, Dazed and Confused. Wow, okay, this is what's going to help you, gratitude. So you really need to look how far you've come, what you've achieved. I call it appreciation. Do a gratitude list, or just start appreciate. I appreciate this. I appreciate this person. I appreciate that I have this. It's going to help pull you out of any kind of funk, any kind of listlessness or depression, or not seeing where things are moving, because things, you've got this Queen of Pentacles, you know, it's a very, and look at here, there we go, just, and look at that, despondency. So I'm going to take all these because to me this is your whole story. What it's doing is teaching you wisdom, and you'll be able to recover what you didn't, what you lost, the grief. Because only you can go through this, because when you come out of this completion, oh my gosh, you're going to be helping others, either by example or teaching or sharing or in a book or something that goes out to humanity. So you're going to be talking like, okay, this is how I did it, or you're showing others this is the way that it's done, beyond ideas of old constructs, societal, mental, emotional constructs. So the gratitude's going to help give you a little lift off. And then you're going to see on the other side, you are going to see, I was in this place where I was stuck, you know, and I'm tired of being stuck. I'm tired of being held back. But look at that expansion, and with that Wheel of Fortune. So there could be a lot of loss coming up. There could be betrayal. There could be divorce. You could be recalling certain directions you went. And so, why didn't I go that way? Why didn't I do this? Why is this? So this is a lot about an overview in your life. You're doing a life overview. You know, a project overview. Is this the right place for me? But Spirit is saying you will find your place. It's going to all come together for you. You need to move past this despondency. You need to allow for the grief, the despondency. Some of you, it's despondent over nature, over the world right now, over what's happening in the world, over certain relationships, certain jobs, certain things that didn't happen. So this grief, and look at that, I just noticed that. You're grieving for what was. I just noticed that, soul light. I did not see that this... So I don't think I've ever pulled this card in this oracle deck. So out of this loss, you're getting some level of wisdom, intuitive understanding that, again, look at, there's a world here and there's a world here. You're not meant to, and there's a world here with expansion. So this tells me, some of you, this expansion could be a move, living bigger, living fuller, a fuller life. This is the partnering up, whether creatively or personally or interpersonally or with other groups. There's this expansion in your life, expansion of wisdom, expansion of understanding. On an Akashic, you're meant to go through this because you're meant to model this for the new world, or the new paradigm. I almost don't like saying new earth, because it's not, the earth is not changing. The earth has been advanced. It's the world that's changing. How we live in the world is changing. You are part of that change. So you've had to go through all of this to get this fierce intuition and wisdom that guides and directs, because you're also going to be guiding and directing others. Okay, we've got 2. Okay, Pluto, yeah, and Saturn, rebirth, or Pluto. I thought Saturn was going to come out. Okay, no, this is where you're at. You're in your own rebirth to shine, that Leo, the soul shine. Some of you are going to say, why did it have to take this long? And again, 5, 5th house, 27, 9, and ending. So this is a great transformation for you. You need to know that what you're going through is important, because you're going to be sharing, how did I get through this? What is the cycle? What are the steps? How did you do it? How did you do this? How did you do this at this time in the world? How did you do this when there's all this disruption, this chaos, and look what you created, look what you built, look what you've done, look what you've made. So some of you, again, this could be through teaching and sharing your wisdom. This could be through speaking or workshops. This could be through working with children. You're definitely meant to put something out there in the world. And it could be just that the changes that you make are so stark, are so highlighted, that people notice. They're like, how did they do that? And you're like, okay, I just believed, I just wanted to. I wanted to give up. I wanted to give up. I almost gave up, right? I wanted to give up. I almost gave up. I checked out, and then boy, next day, one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. So you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you do take care of yourself, your health, recoup, because there's a lot going on with you in the inner world, the dream space, etherically, this Pluto. Got a lion there too. And I do feel there's going to be healing from relationships, whether business, familial, personal, but you have a deeper healing. You have to go to this next level. You know why? Because you're going to be around more people. You're going to be working with people. So I've been doing this, some areas to go to that are vibrationally, let's say, in alignment, okay? It's an alignment for this group, vibrationally. Any messages of environments? Definitely nature is good for you. Some of you, I do feel city. It's funny because there's hospitality, comfortable stay, traveler's retreat. So this is kind of telling me that you're perhaps also going to be traveling. Yeah. This group too, you need to check out a little bit. You need to, whether film, streaming, movies, okay, and their bridge. I told you, yeah, you're a bridger. So not only are you bridging right now in your life, ask me about bridging on Patreon. I help people bridge. I did a whole, if you go to Awakenings with Michele Meiche, either Podbean, Apple, I did a podcast. The replays are also on YouTube with Lori Bregman. She's a celebrity doula. She's worked with a lot of celebrities. We talked about bridging because I helped her bridge and a few times. So I'm really come here to help people bridge and build and establish. And how do you bridge from what you're doing now, from a life path to a soul path? How do you live more from the soul, affluently, abundantly, financially abundantly, and doing what you love, but on a soul level. So there's something with you doing that, connecting divides. So again, you're a connector. You're connecting people, connecting divides, or something that you're doing is connecting the old with the new. This could also be traveling over bridges. Now, for some reason, I'm getting London. I know this. I think, is this London Bridge? No, I think this is San Francisco. I am not sure, but I've heard London Bridge. London Bridge is falling down. London bridges. I also am hearing New Zealand, Australia. But wherever you're going, there is a bridge. You're going to be traveling not just by plane, but by water. And it could be islands, or there's, I'm also seeing a, not a tug, well, there's tugboats, but some kind of boat, like a boat taxi from place to place. So if that has any meaning to anyone. And then we have the sky, and I do feel that the sky is the limit, infinite universe, cloud formations. So you are meant to connect in to that Neptune energy, into the infinite abundance, the innate infinite creative intelligence of the all that is, God consciousness, the all that it, the universe or universes. You have that ability to do that, to bridge the spiritual and the material. They're one and the same. But you're able to somehow, maybe it's through writing or something, somehow you're able to bridge the spiritual or spiritual concepts into much more mundane living, and make sure you to spend time in nature. Okay, so like nature refreshes you. If you're in a flat, if you're in a city, bring it into your house. Go to a park, go to a nature reserve, forest preserve. But make sure that you're taking time to retreat. That Four of Cups is really important for you to recharge. And whatever seems like you dropped the ball on, or you didn't finish something, it will get done. It will get finished in a timely manner is what I'm hearing. So don't worry about it. You're in this amazing transformation. It's happening on such a deep level for you. And it's just going to allow you to have the confidence, the inner strength, the confidence, less doubt, to express more of how you genuinely want to express and experience life. So you're coming out of something, you know, the layers, the templates, the layers are peeled off, the templates are moved, so you get to the soul blueprint at this time. All right, so light, that's your reading. Let's see if there's a Soul Insights mantra to connect in with you. Oh, wow, there's something about I am unlimited within my soul design and soul path. Oh, yeah, you're unlimited. Yeah, we have limitations based on the soul, but there's a lot that you are here to do. There's a lot more for you to do, to experience, to express, to expand into. Okay, this is where you're going. All right, so light, so I'm just sending you so much love, light, and wisdom. And may you open and receive the vibrational frequency and resonance of expansion, soul experience, and soul expression for your soul path at this time. Shine bright. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome. This is soul story number 2. So I really feel you're going through a major transformation, major transformation, inner and outer. And I'm getting a powerful force field of light. I'm getting your aura expanding out more. Something is getting stronger within you. And it's interesting because you have Malachite, connects to the heart chakra, but it's a transformative element. Either this transformation you've been going through and are going through right now, some of you are just coming out of it, some of you are still in it, and you've kind of been thinking, what's going on with me? What's going on inside me? You could be having a lot of emotions. Malachite can bring up a lot of emotions. It's a very powerful, strong energy, support. Something is shifting within you, within your soul, within your heart, your heartbeat. This is something that's making you more stronger. It's challenging you to perhaps go in a new direction or find a direction, but from the deepest levels of your soul. It's heart connecting. Something's opening your heart. This could be reviewing a lot of heartbreak, so there could be a lot of grief, but what I'm hearing, it's making you stronger. There's something about a strength, an intention, a wisdom that's coming in for you. Even what I'm noticing with this card here, And we have the Shiva Lingam still up here. So there's something, I feel like you're about ready to hatch. For you, I'm getting a lot of strength and determination, and the heart chakra is really activating right now. I feel like you're getting a lot of downloads, you're getting a lot of messages or messaging as how to go forward. This is heart tried by pain. It'll be interesting to see if Three of Swords comes up in the tarot portion. This is loss. This is having to recoup, recover, reinvent. This is about building back up. This is building something new. You're coming from a new place or space, but this has been deep transformative change. I really feel with this group, the change is affecting you physically somehow. I don't know if that's energy coming up. Maybe you've been exhausted or sick and you're on this up-leveling, this recovery. Maybe you're changing something physically. But there's a new dynamism or strength that is going to be coming in for you. Now let's see, what is the card? 7 Blessings of Eve. Wow, look at that though, the snake energy. And an egg. No wonder I left the Shiva Lingam here. Potential possibility. This is a birth. This is snake energy of, the snake getting out of its old skin is not comfortable. So this has been a not great time for you. Not comfortable. Not easy. For some of you, it's been jarring. Some of you, it's literally been, you've been feeling, I've been in this too tight framework, this too tight life, this too tight of perception of life, of myself, of my changes. But your higher self is leading you to something quite magnificent because it's very transformative. And I'm getting Blesses of Eve. Now, Eve also has to do with a creatrix, creator, goddess. So this 7 blessings, this is bringing in more abundance. Now, Malachite does have to do with abundance, with all that green. So this could be that you're finally getting a direction in which to move forward. I'm getting also like a lot of Tibetan energy, Eastern tradition, and also Mayan. Very strong ancestral energy with this group, and a lot to do with yantra, Mayan energy, pyramids, could be also Egyptian. There's a lot with codes or decoding. I feel like you're connecting with this kind of ancient wisdom, and I just noticed there's a triangle here. I don't know if you can see it. Triangle at the head of the snake and a triangle coming down, which creates the as above is so below. It creates the creation matrix of the Merkaba. Well, let's see where we're going with this. Where are you going, Soul Light? Okay. And I want these readings to be like we're just tuning in and connecting in, and like we're doing it right with each other, like a nice, wonderful chat in person or like a FaceTime chat. Okay. For some reason you need to know that. Recalibration coming. Ooh, Pluto. Yes. Whoa. This is an intense. So you probably have in Virgo. I thought so. This could be health, 3rd house. Okay, Pluto you could have Pluto in Virgo. This could be Pluto in Virgo, that how you serve, how you create. Now, Virgo is a fertility goddess. It's about harvest, also manifestation and that energy. And 3rd house, again, there's this energy of speaking or clearing, getting clarity, maybe mental, emotional clarity, clarity of intent, clarity of purpose, or this is the path now I'm going on, or this is how I'm going to do this. But you are in a very, very transformative process. This is deep healing. I would say with this soul group, you've probably gone through a lot of change in your life, or a lot of loss, even maybe recent loss. There could be loss, grief. This is also about finding a new way of communicating. There's some new way. I just heard induction. Do you do trance work? Do you do hypnotherapy? Do you do, what is it? The induction in, there's an initiation, but you're getting inducted into something, like inducted into the Hall of Fame. You're getting brought in or taken into something, into a higher vibrational frequency. This keeps wanting to come up, so let's look at this. Let's go here. I knew it. A lot of loss in your life. Okay, deep healing. Let's see, where are we going with this? Soul light. Where are we going? And that's what I thought. The work is not done. This is the great work. So some of the great work for you is your own transformative process in your life. And it has brought you a lot of change. I definitely get dark night of the soul. We've got the Nine of Cups. And here we go into the World card. Now, I'm not getting the message to pull. Let's see, well, one more. Okay, so we're moving from that Five of Cups into the Sun. Now, I don't know why they don't want me. Okay, they're asking for a different layout. Now, the layouts are important because they're the way that you can tap into the sacred geometry of the reading and the energy of the reading. It tells a story, right? And for your story, there is a lot to do with emotional fulfillment or understanding yourself as an emotional being. You could have been doing a lot of emotional healing or clearing, or you're refining your emotions to attract more that is of higher vibrational resonance and frequency for you. There's a lot of deep emotional healing with this group, okay? And even by the star, just as I'm saying that. So we bring the star, the Eight of Swords. This could be challenges in relationship, either having a relationship or not having a primary relationship. Or this could bring in issues of maybe working with others or letting yourself come out more. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. The World, and then the Sun. So you have a very good understanding that what you want to do or what you connect to on the deepest level is going to bring you a level of fulfillment, fun even, inspiration into inspired action. Is going to bring you a feeling of being more a part of life or more connected with people. For some of you, you're kind of waiting for this. You're waiting for this new direction, but you have to make peace with what isn't anymore. What was the disappointments, the bigger disappointments in your life. That energy needs to be kind of churned, right? You're kind of in this process here. You're in a deeper healing process. This group, this is a lot about deep healing. But this deep healing, I'm hearing, also has to do with your intention of purpose, that you came here to do a lot of deep healing and work with the frequency of healing, of balancing, rebalancing, nurturing. I get a lot of holistic health, medical, emotional healing, but also physical healing or mental healing. There could have been challenges on the mental realm with one's thinking process or how one feels. Yeah, look at that. Release attachments. This is powerful for you stuck in fear. Okay, I feel like there's two more. Speak up. Yeah, see, this letting go is a theme for you right now. And you do that through the courageousness of your heart. Okay? So, wow, a lot of grief here, a lot of loss, a lot of change, a lot of releasing old visions of yourself, old versions, old pictures, old images. Some of you could literally be getting rid of pictures and images, or, or updating your image or your picture. I'm also seeing picture frames. I'm looking at a lot of frames. So there could be people in your life that are no more. You're changing the frame also of your view on yourself and life. But some of you've been doing kind of like a review. You've perhaps a time of sentimentality, being more sentimental, or looking back in your past and go, that person's no longer in my life, or that situation's no longer happening in my life, or I used to do this. So I feel like this speaking up is really about you being heard, or this higher divine aspect of you coming through more, this getting this kind of clarity of now, what makes me feel happy? And great, the great work is truly on ourselves, and you've come here to do this deep healing and inner work. Some of you are doing this with others. You're sharing with others. Some of you are moving more into a space, I feel, if it's going to be of some kind of project or creativity, or you're wanting to come together with others in some kind of community. Now, some of you may find yourself in a community around more people, but it's like, well, which way do I go? What do I do? Wow, okay, that wanted to come up Okay, this is what you're over, is the self-doubt. You've got to speak up. You've got to, some of you, this is posting, this is putting yourself out there, this is creating, but I feel like you have to get away from, perhaps, let's look at this, jump in, take a chance on yourself, give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way. All right, soul light. Let's put this here. Does this, you see that? That jump in. You see, you're hesitant. There's this hesitation. Because I feel like you have to get out of a veil, either other people's stuff, other people's view of you, or this is about more of you coming through, your voice, your authenticity. To some degree, you're moving out of, I can't do it, or I'm not enough, or I don't know if this is going to work. You know, there's, again, self-doubt. And again, that comes, Five of Cups, with being disappointed in life or uncertain about oneself, your voice. I feel like some of you have been hiding behind something. What have you been hiding behind? You're ready to come out now. Sometimes you have to take that leap. It's just the time. But I feel like the leap for you is more of a stepping off point. You know, it's, again, it's the follow where you're being guided. It's to follow this path that's being created by your higher self, by your soul, this blueprint, this map within. It may not look as clear as you would like it to. I'm going to put that there because I want you to notice that, I want you to know that this jumping in isn't creating something that isn't going to be stable for you. Whoa, okay, where do you want to go? Let's go here by the aragonite and the carnelian to pull you in. The passion, the purpose, to allow yourself to be transformed by life itself, by the mystery, by the magic, by the all that is, by God, by this spirit, by your own spirit. This is connecting into a deeper spirit of you. It's very emotional for you. It's very emotion. Where's my passion, my emotion? Where's my anger, my fear? You're meant to do something with what's coming up for you emotionally. Does that make sense for you? I hope so. I feel it does. I feel it makes a lot of sense. And I'm hearing crying, letting go of attachment. The attachment could be a person, but it could also be oneself. It could be a vision, a version of oneself. Okay, soul story number 2. Very powerful. I just heard endings and new beginnings. And I definitely get a lot of Pluto energy with this. I'm seeing it in the cards. I keep seeing Pluto, but I don't know if it's coming. Well, okay, just as good. Pluto, Scorpio. 8th house. Didn't I say magic and mystery? And Scorpio rules the 8th house. So this is very Plutonian. This is about the scorpion to the eagle to the phoenix. You need to investigate yourself, what holds you back, and gets to support to move past it. Trials. This is inner work. This is process. This is going deep within. So you're letting go, which is very powerful. Not every human gets to do this, you know, and you may be bringing in other aspects of self or being or other lifetimes or other understanding of yourself that I need to process. I need to move past some type of limitation. And that's part, oh, I get it. Oh my God, I gotta get it. Oh my God, I can feel it so much, so light. Wow, okay. You may be drawn to yellow. It's time about getting your joy. What brings you an acceptance of your past. Whoa, look at this. Gotta do this, gang. Acceptance of your path, your past, understanding your destiny. So this is a group that it's not always been easy for you, okay? This is the key that helps this 5 of Cups, and it brings in this healing light energy of the star. The sun is joy, courageous heart, Finding the joy again after so much disappointment, so much hurt, betrayal, pain, things not working out, life. There is new growth coming in for you. Now, this new growth brings in some new kind of destiny or focus. Wow. I really want to look at that because I feel that is, how do I have joy again for life? I work on it. It's gradual progress. But something is going to shift. And you're accepting where you came from. You're accepting what's happened in your life. You're accepting how you came in. You're accepting your path, your soul. That is this deep healing, creative process for you. Acceptance is key. That's the Five of Cups. Sometimes we're disappointed in life and what's come up for us. That's part of the human experience. Wow, okay. So let's put that over here. I feel like this is the driver. It's like through this process, this path that you've been on, there is this message of, when things aren't going well, where's the little joy? Where can I find that joy? Where can I feel that joy? Joy in just being, joy in letting go, joy in the experience, joy in your art, your music, your painting, your creativity, joy in some. This isn't even really about gratitude or appreciation. I feel like you could go there. You could go more into a gratitude list. You could appreciate things, but this is really about, okay, having that little giggle with a friend or something. Where is the joy? It's connecting more into the joy, some form of joy in your life, no matter what your circumstance. Okay, I'm getting a sign where I don't normally do this or get this because I'm reading really psychically and channeling a lot, although I do weave in meanings of the cards, obviously. But I am getting that there is a message for you. This is the great thing about having a mic I can walk around with. There is a message for you that I'm not getting that has to do with a word or a phrase that is in the book, okay? That's in the guidebook, Soul Light. So let's take a peeky. Let's connect in. This is the guidebook. So let's see what it is. And I'm just going to open to the highest information. Oh, gosh, wow. Here it was on the last page. Recognize that the light is intelligent and knows what you need and when. It is bringing an abundance of offerings to you in the perfect way at the perfect time. But listen to this. You can allow, offering this helps you further relax and let go. Let go. You can allow these sensations to travel through your entire body if you wish. You may like to close your eyes and relax more deeply. Rest in this state for as long as feels right for you. Ground yourself and hydrate. You have completed your healing process. This is all about deep healing. So let's go here. What does it say? So it's imagine and see, feel, or attend that your mind becomes softly fuzzy. Okay, this is it. This is this deeper healing. A shift away from shame and confusion. That Five of Cups. Instead of I'm not good enough, I am blessed. I just threw that in. That's what I'm feeling. You don't have anything to prove. Yeah, this is beautiful. There's a rabbinic saying that every time a human being walks down the street, a choir of angels cries, make way, for the image of God is approaching. Loving humanity is not always easy, especially when the darker side of human nature causes such suffering. Yet there is much heroism, love, kindness, and nobility too. Look to the positive and open your heart to the best in yourself and those around you. That's the Malachite. So again, there's a lot going on in the world. You can feel it. There's grief for what's going on, the suffering. You're feeling this, you're channeling this, you're healing this, you're moving it through you, and it can make you sometimes stuck with fear, with grief. Like, what's the use? Or look what this person is going through, or this group, or this country, or these people, or this situation, this world, this part of the world. So, and again, you've got the world. So this is a crying and a grieving for humanity and what humanity is going through. But yet you have your place, and within this you're having your own transcendent experience, or you're meant to. You're transforming. You have a mission. Despite the grief, despite what's going on in the world, you have your mission, and you're going to be aligning to that mission. In some way you have to let go of what you think you should do, or what you think you need to do. Or, sometimes we get pulled in these directions, and then it's like, no, this is your job right here. This is your job. This is what you're meant to do. We're not meant to do everything, even though we see everything. I'm telling you, as a trance channel, a psychic channel, I have seen so much, and sometimes I have people say, oh, well, sometimes we can change things, or delay or forestall it, but sometimes we can't. And sometimes people ask me, well, Michele, you're seeing this, why can't? And I'm like, because I'm meant to witness it or see it, but that doesn't necessarily mean I can change it. The gift of prophecy does not necessarily mean change. A lot of my predictions, and if you're on Patreon, you've seen some of my world predictions. I can't change, but what do? I can give people solace, like, hey, this was meant to happen. We are on track, even though this isn't, nice or great. And I've had that for myself. So, okay, let's see some places for you to go that, I just heard uplift you and help you. What uplifts and helps? Well, nightclub, dancing. Go dancing, Soul Light. Be around people, out and about, your tribe. Now, some of you might go, I don't dance, I don't go out, I'm too old, I'm too this, I'm too young. Okay, but you could do it in your house. I get with this, you need to go around more people. Maybe it is a club, maybe it is, a restaurant club, a bar, I don't know. But you're meant, see now, this is also Mystic Haven, we talked about that, the mystery. Enchantment, esoteric, magic, intrigue, hidden wisdom. You need to find that. But look at this as outdoors, cafes, walking around. So you need to be around people. That's going to bring you joy. Now, it could be restaurants, it could be open markets, it could be just walking around people. I definitely feel with this group you need to dance it off. You need to dance. You either need to go dancing. There's all kinds of places to go dancing, indoor, outdoor. But also it's to see the mystical part, the spirituality, spirit in the physical world, the material world, the everyday world. You've got to focus on the world right now. World, the material plane. That's part of your destiny, to be here, to witness this with compassion and understanding, but yet going on. One of my teachers years ago said, because I was quite troubled and plagued. I had a lot of compassion. And then they're like, well, what makes you think they're not on the right path to destiny? They have a higher self just like you. I think that's a really hard thing to get on this earth plane, is that everyone incarnates right where they're needed, right where it's necessary, right where their soul chose. Yes, on a human level, we feel so bad. It's so hard to see people go through things. It's so hard for us to go through things and go, why am I going through this? Now, of course, some things are patterns that we don't need to go through hardship or difficulties. We can call that in, because of a pattern or not. But we have the tools to heal the heart, to move past the fear, to heal the conditioned response patterns, to heal the trauma. But the soul also chooses that to some degree. It's learning and experiencing and expressing. It's God, the all that is, learning and expressing and experiencing in itself in all these different ways, myriad of ways. You have to come to acceptance of that, not only of your own destiny, but the world destiny, the earth destiny, and connect into the joy of just being here to witness this. You've got this group, This is a biggie. This is a biggie, because once you're able to do that, you really free up to really express and experience a fullness of life. I'm not saying you have to like everything or understand it, but we are here by design. Everything is by design. And we have to know our place, but you're finding that place. You're finding your place in the world and making peace and accepting that. All right, Soul Light. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, any other message for Soul Story number 2? Anything else you want to share? Radiant Soul Lights. I'm tuning into your own higher self, your own vibrational. I am feeling something coming. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to pull and see. Is there a message? I feel like this group, you need a lot of clarification. Be of the world, of the people, of the groups. There are no mistakes. We can do things better. But yeah, I thought so. Yeah, see, emotional repair. You're repairing your own emotional relationship. Some of you could be relationship, mother, father, could be siblings. It could be just the archetypal energy of the divine mother, divine father, God. You're working on your own relationship, working past hurts and healing. A reconciliation brings hope. Star is the card of hope. So please understand, this is a very, 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 I'm going to put this right here. This is a very important part of your process, because there's something amazing, more amazing. You've been doing amazing things and you will continue. But this next level, once you get through this kind of what they call existential hurt, betrayal, you're getting into the magic and mystery of life. It doesn't totally make sense why certain people have to go through things. Oh my God, it's even here. Emotional healing. Oh my God. You're healing from past emotional wounds, rediscovering your capacity for love and self-compassion. Oh my gosh, I cannot get even more stronger for you. So if you're feeling grief, be with it, whether it's for yourself, for friends or family, for the world, for humanity. You are the funnel for that right now. And that's opening you up to a deeper love, a deeper understanding, a deeper compassion, but also a deeper heart connection and soul connection. Your Soul Insights mantra is, as I am on the path of healing, it opens me up to a deeper compassion, deeper understanding, and deeper connection to my heart and soul. Big, big hug to you. Lots of love and light, Soul Light. Big hug. Be gentle, but follow that healing path that you are on. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to Soul Story number 3. I see a magic stair, a stairway, lifting up out of something, lifting. Let's see what we've got here. We've got the Philosopher's Stone here, labradorite. Oh, lapis lazuli, sorry. Philosopher's Stone, lapis lazuli. Now, labradorite might... Okay, no mistakes here. Let's bring in the magician energy of labradorite as well. But lapis lazuli, you're climbing up something or out of something. There's a sense of movement. Oh, and look at that. Even in the labradorite, there's kind of a, or lapis, there's a little like sparkly energy. You can see it. Something is emerging through you. I feel like it's hard won, that's come at a cost. But your throat chakra is really opening. This can bring in higher vibrational creations, creativity, really listening to one's higher self. I feel like you're the oracle. You're a speaker. You're a teacher. You are Merlin. You are magician energy. The crack. Wow, you've coming out of something. It's like you're seeing that the crack holds the light. There's a reflection and refracting of energy, of light frequency. Your light energy, the spectrum of you is expanding. So you could be feeling like a little bit disoriented as I'm connecting into your frequency, your energy frequency. Okay. Oh, Garuda, Suparna, wisdom, 42. Garuda, very powerful. Years and years ago, I had a client named Garuda. Helped on the path through some very intense stuff, but boy, did she transform. And I'm just going to say what held her back was not fully seeing her light. She kind of followed a guru, a teacher. So if you've been it's great. Listen to what I have to say. Other people, it's great to learn from others. Either you're not a follower or you're not meant to be a follower. There's some message that you have that needs to be spoken. So this is inviting you to trust your own wisdom, your own insight, your own life experience. You're learning from others. Others are helping you or supporting you. Especially if you're part of my soul path journeyer. This means you have your own message. Like I help people, I support people to do what they're meant to do, not what I think they're meant to do. Although there's a lot of guidance that comes through from their higher self, or the guides that I'm working with, the oversouls, or working with God, Spirit. But however, it's within their path, their purpose. So there's something very strong about you working within a new, perhaps, reality, or you're creating this new reality is what I'm hearing. Okay, I'm getting a message to, what did I say? Cultivate confidence in yourself. You have an inner spiritual power to deal directly and wisely, effectively with any situation. Don't let anyone else take advantage of your kind nature. Do not allow negativity to get the grip in your life. This is an eagle-like divine creature. So I just felt the need to kind of done this. Garuda fights on the side of the light and is a bringer of powerful protection and hope, is a symbol of rebirth. So I've had a feeling, soul story number 2 may have a message because I got Phoenix energy there. Scorpio, from the scorpion to the eagle to the Phoenix. And then you're bringing that supernatural, which is even beyond the Phoenix energy in, the spiritual nature, the Suparna, the Supreme Being, as a leader, as a guide. Wow. So you may be shocking yourself. You might be worried that, oh my God, am I a little unstable? What am I thinking? What am I trying to do? There's definitely a vision. There's something definitely you're wanting to create or manifest or connect into. Really, Lapis Lazuli and Labradorite. This transformation also has to do with the power of love, the power of unity, the power of community, the power of drawing others to you. I feel like part of your grief or loss, and maybe I feel more than sadness or grief with this group, I feel confusion. I feel you might be in a little bit of shock. Like, oh my God, I meant to do this, or I'm feeling this now, or I'm getting pulled in this direction. You're really waking up to kind of the truth of, who and how you are, what you've come here to do. It's not something small. I cannot sugarcoat this reading. Okay, I want to know through the Astro Dice, Radiant Soul Lights. Let's attune to the frequency of the higher self, through this higher self to the soul and to infinite creative consciousness, the God consciousness, the guiding, directing. So we're going to go, let's go beyond soul. We've got the soul connection coming in. Before you incarnated, where are they meant to go? Okay, yeah, Uranus and Scorpio. Whoa, second house. Yeah, this is about your value, yourself, valuing your gifts and how you've come in and putting them in the world and attracting, getting what you need. You have the resources. Scorpio, the Scorpion, Pluto, deep healing, 8th house. Garuda. So this is the Scorpion. This is the spiral of deep healing and the transformation from that Scorpion. Right? We're going into the eagle. We're going into the Phoenix, and we're going into the Suparna, the Garuda. This is like the horse to the unicorn to the Pegasus, okay? So this is, you're working with some pretty powerful spiritual connection. Uranus in Scorpio, this is depth, this is insight, psychic ability or wisdom, knowing what to say. It may or may not be perceived as psychic. It will be intuitive. But second house, Taurus, you're meant to ground this energy. You're meant to connect into these inner resources, this resource of this deep transformation. Some of you, I am hearing that it is also working with deeper levels of yourself. This is about depth. Now, when I say that, that also means expanding out into higher frequency consciousness. So expanding beyond the avatar, right? The physical body, even beyond the emotional body. You're getting more into the mental body or mental realm and spirit realm. But you're meant to use this. So this could be, if your question is, aren't I supposed to be a teacher or a healer? Aren't I going to do any of this stuff? Yeah, you are. That's why I'm saying I feel a lot of overwhelm with this group. You're overwhelmed with spirit. You're overwhelmed with the transition, the changes, the healing. Hang on, because you're rising like that phoenix. Okay, there's a little bit of tiny messages, perhaps, if you felt drawn to soul story number 2. Yeah, but as you go within, okay, let's see here. What do you want to do here, guides? Because I'm seeing a couple cards that want to come out. And I am getting teacher, spiritual teacher. Some of you are going to write a book that's really going to help others. Yeah, look at that. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's look at all the tarot that we can that wanted to come up. Ask for support and help on your path at this time. Yeah, see this 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're doing a lot of deep healing work. But 2 5s. Ooh, 5 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles right on top of each other. So what is that telling me? That's telling me working past doubt and fear, or you need to get support to help you do what you want to do. It doesn't mean you're not meant to do what you want to do. So I'm just going to throw it out there. If you feel a resonance, Soul Path Journeyer, Soul Awakening, and Soul Path Journey on my Patreon group, I help people with this. Because I feel with you, it's about getting the support somehow. And maybe this reading is doing this, and other readings or book, other things that you're doing. But it is showing you need some guidance to work past some kind of doubts or limitations. You do well on your own. You go within, you do your healing, but then it's like, okay, you need to get in the habit of like, okay, I'm just going to work on this now, or this came up. It has nothing to do with lack of consciousness or awareness. And then what do we have? The Justice and the Magician here. Labradorite, the Magician presides over Labradorite, right? Rules Justice, obviously Libra, Magician, Virgo, and Gemini energy, Pisces energy. So, and then you've got Virgo. You've got Virgo twice. Now, yes, you could be Virgo, but this is also with that second house. What are the steps? What are the steps? What are the things that you need to do or connect in to create this change? And this is karma, karmic, dharma. This is learning lessons. This is, I came here to do this. But there's a particular step. There's a particular bridging. There's a particular way to do what it is you're meant to do. And I'm going to pull one more card, and I love it. We move into movement. So, from taking a new point of view, getting a new point of view, perhaps even feeling stuck or stagnant or confused. What am I going to do? What am I meant to do? How do I do this? You're getting into this higher perspective where the higher self comes through. Now, I'm also getting that for some of you who haven't felt as acknowledged as you perhaps should be on the external world, that's going to be changing. There's insight. There's a new way for you to move forward, for you to really fly, to be seen as the healer, the teacher, the gifted guide, whether it's individually just in your own life or people are taking your opinion and your advice. That's part of it. But part of it is also that you're meant to create something that's tangible into the world. Speaking, posting, books, movies, something. There's something that you're meant to create or put into the world that reflects your wisdom, your understanding, your spiritual teaching, or what you've learned in a particular time frame. Okay, so the magician is definitely about creating something, not just attracting and drawing in, but manifesting through some type of consistency, some consistent work. And you're going to learn that you can kind of relax a little bit. You can go into that spirit realm. Just let some stuff go. Let some stuff go, so that you're not always feeling like you're having to push. Some of you are like steel manning it. You're like walling up, you're steeling against, because a lack or limitation or an experience of not having enough, or not being supported, or not having enough energy, time, energy, money, health or healing, something on the 3D realm. This is a lot mental, emotional realm, but physical also. That there could be some problems in the past with how you did things, or something came up short. Yeah, see, I thought so. Take charge. Yeah, you're not meant to. You're meant to speak up, to speak out, to create, to move forward, to put it out there. Whatever that idea is, whatever that energy that's pulling you or moving you forward, this is the time to share what it is that you know or you feel. Yeah, see, authenticity. This is boundless possibilities. So what Spirit is telling me is that, look at this, how similar the energy. As you're connecting more with your spiritual nature, your spiritual gifts, the way you really see things, the way you see things, the way you experience things, your insight, your understanding, your viewpoint, the way your approach, then you're going to open more possibilities. So some of you may be feeling like, oh, I had to really dig deep on this. I had to really go deep inside. Or you may have had a lot of things kind of pushing against you, or it felt like that, an energy pushing against you, certain people or certain circumstances or situations, but then you had to kind of rebound, you kind of bounce back. So it is moving into this idea of going, like, how I do something, why I want to do something, my inspiration, my motivation, my commitment to a deeper truth, to a deeper understanding, to what I'm receiving from my higher self, actually does bring me the result I want. It does bring me the payoff. It sometimes takes work. Yes, the work I'm choosing to do is bringing in this new next level of abundance. So ultimately, because you've got to expand, I do feel you're expanding out of a kind of realm of, into a new level. This could be that you're expanding out of some kind of limitation. Some of you, it's not just perceived. It's not all in your head or mindset. It's not a victim mindset. Some of you just have had a tough time of it. It's been challenging. You've kind of met with stalled or stagnation, or a no, rejection, or not yet, a wall, or I'm still going, nothing happened yet, I'm still pushing, But all of this is getting you to kind of reassess, to see what is the greater truth of me. I would say whatever you're doing, you need to bring more spontaneousness into. You need to get a level of know-how. You need to research. You've got the wisdom. It could be you're changing how you put something out in the world, or how you package it. There could be a better way. So there is some level of conformity, like this is the way it's done, or a better way, but I want to add this. I want to change this up. You need to get something foundational. I think you're finding what's the difference between the foundation of what I need to do in my life, or what I'm creating and putting out there in the world, and then what is this inspired action, from inspiration to inspired action. What is this way that is spontaneous creativity, which is God energy coming through, right? The infinite creative intelligence coming through. So it's not stuck or stayed or stagnant, that it's vibrant. So whatever you're wanting to do, you're wanting some level of vibrancy. You want to keep this vibrancy. You want to be more vibrant in your life. You want, again, look at this, there's light coming off here, right? So the understanding that even though it's manifested form, it's coming from the light, it's coming from spirit. Spirit is in the material. What's manifest is consciousness manifested. Spirit and material are one and the same. They're just different vibrational frequencies, right? Or complex of vibrational frequencies, I should more say. It's a grouping of frequencies that holds something in place or causes it to be into denser form. So I feel like you're going to be getting some level of upliftment and some kind of aha. Wow, work with mysticism. And then I get release. Yeah. There's a release, and some of you, it has to do with releasing the need to be, this is not a time to be on your own or too alone. Okay, that's kind of too many, but let's see what we got here. Got perseverance. I love when the cards speak to me. We just want one more. There's something you're expanding into. Let me pick up this card. Okay, this one came out just as one card, and it goes with expansion. So there we go, with a mysticism, release. So whatever you're having to let go of, whether it's an idea, a dream, a goal, a way of doing something, a plan, an approach, a relationship, a certain type of career or way of doing your career or a job, whatever you're letting go of, could even be an image of yourself or a belief or an idea that supported you that just isn't fitting. Because I feel with this group, you've been trying to make something work or fit, but something's not fitting anymore. You got to let go. You got to release it. Get into the mystical aspect of you. Oh, some of you, it's also the belief that you have to work hard. That you have to work hard to get it, whatever that is. Or you have to be the one to put in the work. This is now, you're doing the work. Eight of Pentacles. And that Eight of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles is going to be the Nine of Pentacles. So you are moving forward. You're generating some kind of resource, especially with that second house. I feel like for a lot of you, this is about having more resources or the right resources or the right resource. You want that help. But it is time to take charge. That you're learning how to take charge in your life, how to move forward, how to put in action into what you're receiving. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Wow. Okay, you need to listen more to your higher self. You need to take the time. I'm going to take this because it's act, and that is that taking charge. Now, I'll show you these cards. We've got the Sun on the bottom. We've got the midheaven, so it has to do with career, and I said don't be a workaholic. We've got introspection. So these are just repeating the message. We've got the Hermit card here, and we've got introspection. Hearth, going within. Change, this is that Pluto energy. I was talking about the transformative energy of Garuda, moving up, understanding something through process. So you're going to learn more by keeping things to process, by understanding your cycles, the cycles of nature, the cycles of how you work or what's the best way to work or do whatever you do, the cycles of start, or beginning, middle, end, The pinnacle, though, the midheaven, this has to do with perhaps even a change or rising above or being seen more, being the light for others, being seen more in your life, being believed for what you know or what you understand. Now, I have to tell you, some of you might say, oh, I'm retired, or I'm not working, or I'm a mother, or it doesn't matter. It's whatever area in your life that you're focused on. And even if you're not doing something, quote unquote, but which I mostly attract people that are, you are meant to look at something midheaven, something, a pinnacle in your life, some achievement, some goal, some new direction. Many of you, this has to do with your soul's purpose in a work, a career, a job, or a public arena. This has to do with a public persona, a public, and I do say public persona because you're crafting something, needs to be authentic, but you're crafting something or some way of being more out there in the world, right? Okay, let's look at some places that are very supportive for you, enlightening for you, helpful, fun for you. Because environment is really important right now. Oh, one thing I got, water. I'm getting water. The sea and water. Oh my God, look what's on the bottom. Flowing waters, riverbanks. Yes, water will help you stabilize. Now, why is that? Let's ask, why is that? Because we've got Uranus. Oh, Scorpio energy. Yeah. So you working with water, even aromatherapy baths, meditate in the shower, in the bath. But I feel like moving water. We've got flowing water, river views, riverbank. Nature is really great with you, especially around water. And then infinite universe, cloud formations. Okay. And some of you, it did show this, I'm going to say this because it says bringing in the 3D is gym. So you might want to work out or be around other people, or maybe you go running someplace or walking someplace or biking someplace. I'm going to stretch it out because it may or may not be gym or training, or you may want to put some time or energy into strength training. You've got the 9 of Wands. Maybe that's the strength that's needed right now for your next level of expansion and growth, is to work on the body, to have more strength, to have, whether it's cardio, more, just more strength to get through, the resiliency. So when we're working physically, as much as you're able, that's going to strengthen your resolve. Just walking, you feel the energy of moving forward. So it's very helpful to walk or bike, or to really move the body, in a local way, not just non-local through meditation or interplane travel. And you've got Aries here, which happens, Aries corresponds to the athletic, or rules the athletic, right? Being active. I think you got something here that was active. Take charge, yeah. So this is like, okay, I want to do more in my life. I've got to reassess. Maybe I need to work out more, or eat better. It's not just eating better. You need to keep, if you are working out and you're doing strength training, or you're going for your walks, or biking, or hiking, or running, or jogging, or doing something, that's great. Focus on strength. This is a lot, not just inner strength or willing something to happen, but also physical strength, because we've got the 5 of Pentacles there. So it's working on one's body, one's shape, mental, emotional fitness, but also physical fitness, because you're expanding and you're going to need that energy, that resiliency, the ability to persevere or move on, or stamina, just having more stamina, because I do feel like you're going to get really busy. Now, maybe that's why that's coming up, is you're going to get more busy. You're busier in your life, and so you're going to need the stamina as things pick up. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so let's see, any other message? I feel that's it. Stamina, moving forward. There's definitely letting go of a past aspect of self, or past aspects or ways of being. Could be even past interests that you're letting go of, and you're not, something new hasn't yet come in. Focus on that expansion and the mystical aspect of you in the physical realm or physical reality. That you are spirit made manifest. The spiritual aspect of you is in your material, it's not separate. Materialism, money, that's not separate. Health is part of spirit or spirituality. It all connects in as you being a really strong, viable vessel for the soul's expression. So you could be doing kind of some more fun also, and I feel like you could get some invitations to do some things with friends or family, or people that you know, or maybe you haven't seen in a while. And also the message for you is your wisdom, what you've learned, what you know, not just what you've learned. This isn't just about school, university or particular programs. I'm also hearing acupuncture, naturopath. I'm hearing some other things. This is also because you've been doing, it's like that Malcolm Gladwell's 10,000 hours. You've been doing something a lot and you've mastered it. You have a certain level of mastery that it's time for you to teach, to give back, to share, to put out in some kind of form. Because the magician also, yes, it has to do with communication, but also creating something and putting it into form authentically. With the peacock there. Okay, let's connect into your soul insights. What's the mantra for this group, for this reading? Let me see the affirmation, the mantra. Oh, I am here to share and distill my unique wisdom and understanding of my life and life on the earth plane. Wow. And if it doesn't grow corn anymore, get rid of it. You're planting new seeds. Yeah, I just saw someone I heard hair transplant. Something with hair growing again, or you're changing up your hair. But yeah, there are changes to how you look and how you kind of navigate in the world to kind of just to support this new soul aspect coming in. Beautiful soul light. Thank you so much for the honor of connecting with you at this time on your path. I really feel like this is such an important time. We're so in this, in the middle of this soul alignment and a soul signature frequency attunement. It's just amazing to see, not without its challenges and difficulties. However, there is a beauty in what is happening and how we're all opening up more to this. So much love, light, prosperity, and wisdom to you. Keep shining bright.